Hey guys, it's Scott with Scotty B Cards. In this video, I want to look at whether the market is crashing or it is just an off-season cycle. As a lot of you know, cards are starting to trend down slightly. They aren't at their all-time peaks. Baseball cards are selling for less than they should, especially of good players. And it makes you wonder, is the market crashing? Is this really going to be the end of this big bull run we've had? Or does this happen every offseason and things will ramp back up? So what I did is I went back with 5 cards and I looked at each cycle from the last 5 or so years and I saw the trends. And I have them all in this video and I think it'll answer your questions. Before we do start though, if you are a sports card, trading card, baseball card fan, this is the channel for you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. And if you wouldn't mind, please leave a like as well so other people can see the video. All right, let's jump into it. First thing, here's Mike Trout. This is his 2011 Topps Update rookie card. As you can see, there are some cycles that you can already kind of identify. This is all the way back to 2012. I have everything right here from 2017 forward, but you can see a drop, a drop, a drop, a drop. You know, it's a really predictable thing that you're seeing. And it's pretty true if you go look at September 1st until November 1st. Those are the days that I looked at because September 1st, there's playoff hopes, there's MVP hopes. All these things will get card prices up. So it feels like we're booming. And then by November 1st, the World Series is coming to an end or it's already over and every player's kind of forgotten about. So I thought that was a good time frame to really see how much the market drops in a certain year. So if you look right here on November 1st, 2017, this 2011 Topps Update rookie card in the PSA 10, ready to feel bad for yourself, was $144.46. A month later, it was down to $129.67. So that's a 10% drop. The next year was an 8% drop when it was at $288 to $262. Following year was a really big drop from $538 to $437. So a 19% drop essentially. Then the next year he won an MVP and that actually is reflected in his pricing because it didn't drop. It's up 2%. After that in 2020, there was a 25% drop. Mike Trout did not win an MVP or anything like that. He missed the playoffs. So I'm assuming that has a big part of it, but regardless, that's a really big drop for 2 months for a specific card. This year, Mike Trout hasn't played, so it actually makes a lot of sense. His cards haven't changed at all. It's kind of cool to see. Next player is Juan Soto. He's only been around to have, his PSA 10s consistently selling since 2019. And you can see in 2019, he's actually up 23%, but that was when the Nationals were in the World Series and Juan Soto was amazing in the World Series. So it makes sense it's up 23% right there. Next year, it's kind of back to the normal trend. He's down 23% once his team misses the playoffs. All the Juan Soto hype is dying for a few months before it spikes. If we actually go look over here, you can see it trail off and then explode. And that's just because people were kind of slow on Juan Soto. Then the season's coming. It's like, oh gosh, we got to buy all of his cards again, which is exactly what happened. And then this year, he has a chance to win the MVP. He finished so strong that it makes perfect sense that his cards are up. But again, it's only the 15th. I guarantee by the 1st of November, this will be lower than 21% up in the green. Then we have Ronald De Capua Jr., another player it's kind of interesting to look at because he's had some really big drops year to year. So you can see right here, it goes from $117 to $67. And that's right here. $117 to $67. In 2019, he spikes back and he's up high again. And then he drops again from $196 all the way down to $140. And then we go to 2020 this year. He's still higher and now he's trending downwards. I guarantee he'll spike back up as the season gets closer, ramping up just like everybody else. But he's still down 10%. So a 43% drop, a 29% drop, and 11% drop every single year in that same time frame. Next up, we have Mookie Betts. With Mookie, he's actually had some pretty consistent numbers. He's not somebody that really goes up and down too much, but he has dropped every single year the last 4 years. 2018, you can see it's not a huge drop at all. Where is it? Right here, from here to here. So that's a 16% drop. And then in 2019, if we move forward, right here, it goes down to about 11% down. 2020, he's down only 1% within that 2-month time frame. He's really down from when Gary Vee had kind of pumped the market a little bit, but that wasn't his fault. I don't think he meant to do it. He just posted a picture of Juan Soto and everybody overreacted. And then in 2021, he's only down less than 1%, but the season is still going. I guarantee by November 1st, if the Dodgers aren't in the World Series, or if they lose the World Series, he will be much, much lower than down only 0.71%. And the last person I want to look at is Bryce Harper. Exact same trends. You can kind of see exactly where each of these dips are, and every single year people will panic. It's a little bit different now in 2021 because there's more people in the hobby, and there's there's been kind of this pessimistic approach to the hobby recently where everybody expects the market to go down. And it's just not going down yet. I remember in 2018, I had a friend get into the hobby for the first time, and he was like, there's just no way this is sustainable. And he got out in 2019. And then all the cards he had would have been worth hundreds of thousands of dollars type of a thing. But regardless, it just hasn't happened yet. And this year, Bryce Harper's going to win an MVP, most likely. It's either him or Soto in my eyes. And because of that, he's only down 2% right now. But again, that probably will drop by November 1st. So it's just interesting to look at this and see a very similar pattern. So what I did next is I combined each and every year of everybody's drops to kind of get an idea of how down the market is year in and year out. So here is 2017. This one's only two players, Mike Trout and Bryce Harper. Mookie didn't have a lot of great information before this. There was too few sales. But for Mike Trout and Bryce Harper, it was down 17.24% between September 1st and November 1st. 2018, it was Harper, Trout, and Betts. It was down 18% between that same time frame, that 2-month time frame. And now 2019, we have everybody involved. It's down 4%, so a little bit better, but that's with Mike Trout really carrying the crew with his MVP. And then 2020 comes around, and then everybody's down again, 23%. And here is this year. We're actually up 0.687%. So not up more than 1% yet. But regardless, it's just showing you, like, I know it feels like the world's falling apart. Your cards are going down. My Mookie Betts collection's definitely down since last year at this time, or at least in January. But regardless, the market's actually in a better place than it has been in the last few years. And granted, we aren't to November 1st yet. We'll probably be down around 5% like in 2019 when that happens, a pretty healthy hobby year. But it's still interesting to see that even though it feels like we're down, we're not. So I just wanted to kind of gather all this information and let you know, don't overreact. It's easy to sell everything now, and then when the hype train picks back up, you go out and you spend all this money and you're actually losing money selling now and buying later. It just stay the course. This is the time to buy. If there's good deals that you like on players, go buy those cards between November 1st and December 1st, because then they'll start picking up in December. I know people will always say that the time to buy is during the season now. I still disagree from every single graph I've looked at. Yeah, there's buying opportunities for some players, but overall for almost everybody else, there's still time to purchase in the offseason, which is what we're seeing every single year, except for this year so far. That's because baseball's still really hyped. And on top of that, we're not to the same time frame where prices really fall off a cliff. So just be aware of this. Make sure you're buying smart. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.